Breaking news we start with a man on the run right now after holding up a gas station clerk at gunpoint this morning.
Frightening situation. It happened in Bellevue. Of course, it was right by the Interstate 2. Makes for a quick getaway.
Yeah.
Could be. That's where we find Matthew Torres this morning. He's been speaking with police this morning. So, Matthew, this had to be extremely frightening for the clerk.
Especially knowing that she was by herself whenever this man went right here to the MAPCO on Old Hickory Boulevard, again not far from the interstate, and robbed her at gunpoint. And at this hour, Metro Police have not made any arrests. According to police, as what they were telling me this morning, the man went inside the store with a hoodie and jeans, and that hoodie was cinched around his face, so she couldn't really get a good look at his face. What she did get a good look at was the gun pointed right at her when he demanded for her to give him money as well as Newport cigarettes. He went out, and according to her, he drove away in a white Dodge Avenger. Again, at this hour, that's really all the description that we have been able to gather. I did reach out to Metro Police as far as getting a copy of that surveillance video. I'm still waiting to hear from them. As soon as we do get a copy, of course, we'll post that on air and online, hopefully catch this guy, while this woman now has to relive going back to work as to what happened to her just hours ago today. Reporting live in Bellevue, I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
All right, Matthew, thanks a lot. Shocking new video this morning of an armed robbery in Franklin. Alexandra Cohen has the latest on this case, and guy just comes in, grabs a whole drawer of cash.
Yeah, Steve, good morning. This is such a crazy case, kind of similar to the one Matthew was just talking about. But in this video that we just got from police, we see the suspect threaten a store clerk with a box cutter before jumping over the counter. Here is the video detectives released overnight. The suspect jumps over the counter and demands cash, but instead of pulling money out of the drawer, the suspect grabs the entire register and takes off. This happened Saturday morning at the Twice Daily Shell Station on Royal Oaks Boulevard and Oak Meadow Drive. Officers think the suspect also had a getaway car parked in the area. The suspect used a gray jacket to hide his face, but the clerk got a good look at him first. He told police the man had a tall, skinny face, blonde hair, and a reddish-brown goatee. If you think you recognize the suspect in that video, you can call Crime Stoppers, and they're offering a cash reward in this case. Amy?
All right, thank you very much. And happening now, Clarksville police need your help to figure out who killed a 2-year-old girl. Now, we know the toddler was struck by a car on East Knollwood Circle last night. First responders rushed her to the hospital where she died. Right now, though, police don't have a lot of answers.
I'm not sure exactly what the circumstances were, but just an accident that happened. It does not look like it was anything intentional at all.
If you have any information that can help, contact police immediately. And in Lebanon, police need your help tracking down some gutsy thieves this morning.
Yeah, take a look at some surveillance video that we just got. I want to show it to you now. Officers say 3 women walk into the Polo Ralph Lauren store that's at the Outlet Village Mall over there, and they start filling their plastic bags with clothes. The employers were probably thinking, this doesn't look good. Once the bags were filled, guess what? There they go, running for the hills. They're heading out the front door. If you recognize the women, call the Lebanon Police Department. Also new this morning, Columbia police are looking for this man right here in this surveillance photo. He barged into the Dollar General on Hampshire Pike and robbed the clerk with a handgun. Then he ran away on foot. If you recognize him, contact police down in Murray County. The Crime Stoppers number there is 931-381-4900.
Of course, Carly Trent is home safe. Now the man accused of taking her says he doesn't understand why he's in trouble. Gary Simpson faces kidnapping charges after taking his niece out of school on false pretenses. Simpson questioned a judge yesterday.
Well, what I don't understand, I'm charged with something that our dad's girlfriend does occasionally.
The 58-year-old was appointed a public defender and remains in jail on a $1 million bond. 2 men found the 9-year-old and Simpson late Thursday. They had been missing for 8 days.
A prank in Dixon County might cost some high school seniors their caps and gowns. We're told 11 students vandalized Dixon County High School late last week. Here's the problem. It wasn't just a little fun and games. They were spraying graffiti. They were tearing apart some locker rooms and moving even the Cougar mascot onto the roof. which that part of it I think is kind of funny. Law enforcement helped identify the 11 students. If all the damages are paid for, the students should be able to graduate. Lesson learned. A Nashville musician is robbed by who he thinks is his Uber driver, and he has a warning for everyone now. David Michael was heading home Thursday night from playing downtown on Broadway. He approached a driver that he thought worked for the ride-sharing program. The driver, though, asked to stop at the BP gas station off West Trinity Lane to buy some cigarettes. When the ID was denied, he asked David, his passenger, to buy the cigarettes for him, and David agreed. But when he turned around, the driver was gone, so was the car and all the equipment that he had in it. He lost a guitar, keyboard, and several harmonicas.
He didn't break my spirit. He's not going to do that. There's no way. No one can do that.
Metro police are still looking for the person responsible.
Happening today, it won't affect your next flight, but it will keep you comfortable when you fly out of Nashville International. After a year of planning and building, a 43-acre rock quarry is going to serve as the air conditioning unit for the entire airport. A ceremony to turn the valve is happening this morning. It's supposed to save more than $400,000 a year and 30 million gallons of water.
You're just using the quarry, the coolness in the quarry, like going into a deep cave where it's at 50, 57 degrees year-round.
And he means deep, about 285 feet deep. It's been around a while, but it's been filled with water in recent years, helped along by the 2010 historical flood. Folks concerned about the future of Music Row are now speaking out.
Yeah, they say a new label on Music Row would certainly help them quite a bit. The National Trust for Historic Preservation and the Music Industry Coalition are now teaming up asking Metro to designate Music Row as a, quote, cultural industry district. They believe that designation could save Music Row from developers who want to turn country music landmarks into condos.
We have a lot of outside developers coming into Tennessee, buying up land, tearing down buildings. Maybe they're going to do something with it, maybe they're not, maybe they're just going to flip it.
Organizers say that label could create some new ways for current property owners to refinance and keep Music Row's character. No comment from Metro on that just yet.